All right, so I'm gonna be going over the design process of my children's chair, my final prototype of it. My actual model is supposed to look like this. Again, this is a children's rocket ship looking chair. So my first thing that I did is I went ahead and I cut out all of my materials, and I had this poster board that I got from the store, as well as some felt, and then I used some just leftover cardboard that I had to make the base for it. I went ahead and hot glued the felt onto that to kind of make it look like the seat. And then for the legs, this was kind of one of the hard pieces for me, is I cut that out with cardboard and kind of colored it in just to make it look a little bit more like how the actual model would look. Now I did get the colors right. For the top, I wanted to have red and then white for this, to make it look, more like a children's rocket ship, right? These circles were supposed to resemble kind of the RGB lighting I was looking for that would be on the interior. And then, yeah, the legs I hot glued on. On the back here, I had some pegs. I wanted to give it that leaned back sort of look. So that's kind of what I was going for. So I made these shorter, and then these ones longer to the front, so it kind of is more structurally stable. Now, since it is cardboard, I didn't get my dimensions fully right. It is a little bit wobbly, but for the actual, I'd have to figure out all my dimensions, everything like that. However, there's a lot of things that I learned from this. There's a lot of trial and error that took place. A lot of these that I had to cut out before I got it right. For example, this top piece, the cylinder, was really hard to make because I couldn't match it with the tube length that I had here, and I wanted it to fit together all well. Now, I did my best with hot gluing it back onto there. There's definitely a few things that I would have changed if I, had the materials for it. Another thing is these legs. It was really hard to stick up. I would like to put a better piece of felt in the back if I had, a little bit of a more structural piece to this, so that I actually could put that in there. But otherwise, everything kind of came together how I wanted it to. It kind of stands up on its own. It has that lean back look that I would like. But that was my design process in building this chair for the prototype.